Hello and welcome to another SH Figuarts review. Today we're looking at Kamen Rider Zeo, a Decade Armour form. I actually kind of like the looks of this despite his flat panel face and of course many money-saving design aspects, but you know, it's a Decade Armour. It's kind of cool. It's like a generational thing, like 10 years. That's nice. One thing I will say about this is, before we move into review, is that the quality and paint job is much better than the Neo Decade figure, so oopsies. But how well does this figure stand on its own, or perhaps compared to other Zeo figures? Let's find out. Aside from the fists already attached to the figure, he also comes with a pair of spray open or relaxed hands, a pair of pointing hands, and a pair of weapon holding hands. Well, this arm is definitely molded quite detailedly. We have the main silver body, transparent pink edge, and a little bit transparent pink there. That's kind of cool. We have this watch holder, which just looks really bulky and silly, but that's how it looks in the show as well. So you can get any of the watches on the figure or the other figures and stick that in there. This piece, this clock thing, does move. It's very stiff. In fact, it was so stiff at first I thought that feature was just not there. And underneath that you have some sticker details, which is fortunately applied quite nicely. It almost looks transparent because of the shininess, but it's not. It's just a flat sticker. Over on the other side we have just enough detail. It looks fine. Right, let's start with the head. A lot of people in Hong Kong couldn't accept this. They call it a tablet head, and I get what they were doing here. This was a purely budget-saving reason on Toei's part, and I guess Bandai in a sense, is that if you just have a generic head and just slip in whatever a transparent insert, just print it out, and there you go. And then even the armor stuff, outside of the Decade armor, which is unique, everything else is everything underneath the stomach and pretty much everything underneath the armor pieces. They just took out whatever old suit they had lying around in the Toei warehouse, I guess, and just call it a day. And yeah, in that sense, I have no reason to pick up any of the other forms. I have no interest in them because the only unique one's the one with Decade. But I have seen a few people pick up some of the older figures that they have lying around and customize it just so that this arm piece can plug onto it, and then they just swap in the insert. So you can do that if you want, and apparently it's not as easy as it seems because the joints are different sizes, so you're gonna have to do that. But anyway, back to this armor. You got this flat piece there. You still have the CO clock like going through. The back of the head is the same, but of course you got this front part which is much more chunky, just laid over it. Moving down to the torso, we have the Decade sort of armor shape with all this barcode printed on it. It says 2009 and 453145 2009 453145, so just repeats that. It says DK on the side, and the regular Zeo stuff does show up under that. He is definitely very, very bulky on the back. You have some nice matte black paint on that. On the side of his arms he has these watches plugged in. Now of course there are no stickers whatsoever, and the watch on the belt as well, but I do have extra sticker sheets from the third-party ride watches that I purchased, so I'll definitely be applying the stickers onto that. Now on this side you have Ghost, Build, and Gaim, and a blank one, and we've seen these colors appeared before in other Zeo Figuarts, so I'm wondering if I can swap some of these colors around and then so I can just apply different stickers, because all of these watches are still in their closed mode. So, it's no point me putting a open mode on these. So I'm just going to see what I'm going to do. If I can't get a different combination that works, then I'll just apply just the same stickers on them. And fortunately, the sticker detail there on fortunately the Decade watch detail is painted in. I'm glad it isn't just black there. They actually put some details on there. And if in case you're wondering, let's get one of these white watches on here, and it works just like the real thing does, so that's nice. And of course it will work because I think they also use this because there's also another Figuarts, I think it's the sparkling, like a build sparkling form. I think they're gonna release it. They're gonna release at least one sort of Decade power-up armor at some point in Figuarts, so it makes sense that it will work now so that it'll work later as well. And yes, this does rotate. 2009, different sticker detail of course. Moving down, got the legs, nice silver, nice the pink linings, and then underneath here you can see his regular feet with the armor on top of that, so nice little details there. Articulation wise, got the double neck joint, full rotation. You can look quite far down, quite far up, despite of how bulky he is, so that's good. These shoulder pads are attached to the actual shoulder, so they can move out just a little bit. Full rotation here, like a dumbbell joint in there. Full rotation here, arm can go up That's quite good. And yeah, pretty good movement. Double elbow joint, but yeah, this armor bulky armor does get in the way. And the hand itself is just on a ball peg and swivel. Stomach goes back, sideways, sideways, forward. And I like how there's no leak, there's no gap when you move the body around. Like they molded extra details there, that's good. Now I can see the tramp stamp right there. Belt rotates and it is loose from the body, that's great. Feet goes up, back, sideways. There is a double knee joint there, but it's hindered completely by the bulky armors as far as you can go. Feet goes up, back, sideways, sideways. So there you go, pretty solid figure, nothing too crazy or special about it. It's solid, the movements are nice, the joints are good. Despite how bulky it is, he's still got fairly decent amount of articulation. Paint job quality is consistent. Although I did notice some paint issues on some of the hands, the pink isn't lined up quite correctly, there's like a little splotch, but otherwise the paint job is okay. And while it still annoys me that none of the ride watches have any sticker details on them, I'm quite fortunate to have a bunch of stickers left lying around that I can apply them myself. Now that the show has ended, we do know that his final form is technically Armour CO, although some would say the different rider things that he has is a Grand CO. That could have been his actual final form because he didn't go towards that evil future, but he did actually get Armour CO form. I don't know, whatever form you want to consider him to be the final form. I think this is a pretty decent mid-level power-up form. I'm not too bothered about all the other different ride armors, but this one's a nice middle of the line form for me to get. Now that I know that Armour CO is a final form, I might pick that up if the prices hasn't gone crazy, but I don't think it will because CO isn't that good of a series, the character isn't that good either, so hopefully I can pick up Armour CO just so I can have a final form. Because we haven't had final forms for the past few years and it's still frustrating. I still really want some of the rider final forms, even the ghost rider form or the build final form, just so I can complete the set. So hopefully those will come out eventually. So if you like Kamen Rider DK, Kamen Rider CO, this is a very nice form to pick up. The price is pretty decent right now, and overall it's just a decent figure. There's not too much going on with it, but if you like the look and design of it, this is a decent figure to have. If you're just picking up, start and final forms, of course you can skip this. If you're not a big fan of CO, you can skip this. But I think for most people this is an easy skip. But for people who are big fans of DK and CO, then this is a definite easy recommendation. If you found this video useful and enjoyable, please consider clicking the thumbs up button, the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and ring the little bell button, as I'll be reviewing a lot more Figuarts in the near future and until I die, I guess, as well as other Kamen Rider related toys such as the Neo DX belt from 01. You can also support this channel by turning ad block off while watching the videos or heading over to Patreon, or sharing this video with other people that you think will find this interesting. As always, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.